What is going on, everybody? A long time no see. This is Veloren Let's Play episode number 14, I believe. I'll correct it if I was wrong. But yeah, it's been some time. We took a little bit of a break from playing this game and recording due to some sickness. Due to one of my in-laws staying with us for the past week and a half. That was very fun, very exciting. Had a great time. Yeah. So, anyways, we are finally back. And today, I wanted to run all the way up probably to this bridge over here and kind of take a look around, see what we can see type situation. I'm thinking maybe I would go into this vampire castle. That could be fun. Also, probably can't beat it, but it could be fun. For some reason my mouse is like being weird. Hasn't been like responding very well. Probably have to get a new one. But yeah, I was thinking make our way over to this town of Dralis. Hopefully I'm saying that right. So we got a long way to go, but yeah, I wanted to talk about a couple things today, as well as get some pets going, because I read on the wiki, fun fact, found out that there's a wiki today, even though I knew there was a wiki, but I didn't know there was like an official player's guide. I'm not entirely sure if that was a thing when I first started playing this game, so discovering that now, you're probably going to see a lot more gameplay focused around what the wiki says I should be doing, instead of kind of just running around figuring things out, because that's kind of what the whole series has been. It's kind of trial and error of 0.17. So yeah, let's start getting on the road here. So we have a long way to go. But yeah, I wanted to capture some pets today. I wanted to also review, make sure, yeah, we do have steel armor. So we probably are going to be going on the official Veloren Discord later on today at some point and putting out some WTB requests, some wanna buy requests, because I'm sitting on 31k coins. I saw somebody selling Bloodsteel armor recipes for like 15k the other day, or 16k, which is still kind of a bit of gold, but if you're able to farm out some villages and get a good route going and have, you know, the items to sell, which I feel like most players that are like kind of nearing, I would say I'm probably nearing the end of the start of the game. I would say, based on the last episode, being able to clear out that dungeon. I did not go back and get that loot, but I did clear the dungeon with relative ease, and I made a ton of bag space upgrades. I literally upgraded all my bags to these rare 15 slot bags, which were kind of not necessarily rare in terms of like hard to get. It wasn't hard to get. I feel like I was looking out for them, like for the materials, but if you just have them in the back of your head, like you already know, like it's not, the materials themselves aren't very like rare or hard to find, you know what I mean? So I think it's more so just a rare quality item based off of, I think I'm gonna climb this mountain and then glide off. I was gonna go around, but nobody got time for that. I think it's just based off of how, like the effectiveness of the item itself. So because it's 15 slots versus 10 or 8, you know, it kind of puts it in a category of its own, in a sense. Same thing, similar to, is this just flax? I'm kind of curious. Yeah, it's just wall flax. Okay, I'm not sure if I need that, but we'll see. Maybe eventually. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's Same thing with like if you just look at the rarity between like iron weapons and steel weapons. I don't think I have any iron stuff on me anymore, but when I did, it probably would have been a little bit better of a comparison. But basically, steel is just marginally better than iron. Like being able to craft steel weapons and armor. I can't craft any steel weapons yet because I just have not found the recipe. Or I did find the recipe actually, and then I wasn't able to get it, unfortunately. But not being able to craft steel weapons hasn't been the biggest deal because I got this steel two-handed axe way back in like episode 1 or 2, I feel like. Probably like episode 2, I think it was. But yeah, it has been serving me pretty well. Plus all the axe skill tree is all new to me still. I hadn't really done like too much, if any, testing really. I just kind of been putting my skill points into things that I'm liking and then using them as I see fit. I'm sure there's like an optimal way or optimal like build pass, definitely for like different kinds of dungeons and stuff, but I feel that an AoE sort of spin damage, kind of like Darius from League of Legends style of play is more suited towards me in this kind of game, especially because like there's a lot more enemies in dungeons than I remember there being. So I feel like AoE is pretty viable in most cases, except like when all your enemies have like heavy armor, it's just not doing the work. That kind of makes me feel like I want to do like for my offhand instead of having this fire staff, which has served me well, don't get me wrong. It's very essential to the cheese. But being able to have a set of like one-handed, I can have like a dual-wielded one-handed freaking like maces or hammers. I think that'd be sick. Being able to like chain CC and crowd control people is going to be very helpful in these dungeons, especially because I'm mostly, well, I wouldn't say mostly, I would say the first two, my tier 1 and tier 2, I did have help, but past that I have not received much help. Ooh, yes, these are very good. Frostwood logs are not only like an epic tier material, so that means that they sell for like almost 1,000 gold a piece to the traders, but also once I get the recipes to make things with them, it's gonna be a nice upgrade. I'm pretty sure, I'm not sure what they have added in terms of like what you can make, but from when I was playing, you were able to make, I believe it was a healing scepter, and I believe it was a fire staff as well. Oh no, not a fire staff. A bow. You're able to make bows. So yeah, we're just making our way up this mountain. We are passing like 3 different kinds of dungeons. I'm not planning on poking my head in them just because I know the T4 Mind Flare. Is it a Mind Flare? Oh, that's a T5. It's a mine. This is the Mind Flare. The Cultist dungeon has the Mind Flare in it, I believe. But yeah, those dungeons are pretty tough. Even with like, I was on my old character, my original account, and it seemed like I know I was being like marginally bad, right? I was playing as if I was a new player. just has like happens to have gear, like decent gear. But it didn't like this game doesn't feel as if you can just pick it up and start playing like the combat system. Anyways, I feel like the enemy scaling is pretty high, or the the amount of time it takes for you to get the loot comparative to, well, if you do it like in like natural progression, you're progressing through like all the tiers and stuff, kind of how I am. But if you do it kind of an accelerated way, it kind of doesn't mean that you're gonna be all that strong. Because if you think about like, because you could cheese a couple of different kinds of bosses. I'm sure there's ways that I can go and cheese a T5 dungeon right now, similar to how I was cheesing. Even though I don't believe that I had to cheese the T2. The T3 wasn't hitting me hard, but I just cheesed it for the sake of not having to roll around and click. So I'm pretty confident that I beat that one as well. But as far as the T4 and up, it's pretty unclear, at least right now to me, without looking at the wiki. That I gotta do that. Without looking at the wiki, it is unclear what tier of gear I'm gonna need to feel good about, trying to solo a T4 dungeon. And I'm not sure if this game is necessarily balanced around soloing things either. I'm sure you can do it. I'm sure there's plenty of players that do it all the time. If you just have enough potions and high enough gear, I'm sure it's not difficult at all. But and of course, if you know what you're doing, right? But for me, I'm gonna have to do some homework on the wiki. I'm gonna have to do some tests to see. I do want to get into modular weapon crafting, because that system is very cool, very unique system. I really enjoy the way that you need to find certain animal parts and combine them, and with like with handles and ingots and things like that, to create like more personal, like just more personalized feel in your weapons, like just depending on what you like doing. Like you can have attack speed, you can have bleed, you can have like high energy reward stuff. You can have like a lot of different. Oof, what happened here? Okay, sometimes I get stuck. It looks like I'm gonna probably jump off the tippy top right here. I'm not gonna make it all the way past this mountain. What is that? Velociraptor? Some snow raptor action? Kind of scared of that. I probably shouldn't be though. So yeah, I just gotta go straight. So maybe I'll clear it. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that is the plan for now. It is to get to this town, see what I can see, right? Because maybe I picked up a steel weapon crafting recipe and I don't know it. So if that's the case, I might do some modular weapon crafting, maybe in this video, potentially. But I also need the wood and stuff for it, and I don't have, I think like tiered wood. I would need like a rare tier wood, not an epic tier, because I think the epic tier might be a little bit too high. But I'm not entirely sure, honestly. Pretty sure, not sure. And also, we need to be on the lookout for some pets, because I also read on the wiki today that you can have up to 3 follow you at once. And if that's the case, then that might be my ticket to doing a T4 dungeon pretty reliably. That'd be cool. Just get like, just find, tanky pets, and they can take aggro from me. And I believe when they're pets, they count as if they're in your party, so you're able to heal and buff them as well. So that'd be pretty cool to see. That'd also be another really cool thing to see. Add another sort of mage class weapon that's kind of like an enchanter-esque kind of class, to where you're primarily just buffing, kind of like in WoW, like goddamn, what's the name of that character? I freaking like an enchant something. God, I can't remember the name of it right now. Basically, they buff themselves and their allies, and they do a bunch of damage. That'd be cool to see. Sort of like a weapon that does something like that. Be really interesting. And I'm gonna just angle myself a little bit more straight towards land. I have a feeling that I'm not gonna make it all the way across, and that's okay. I can walk the rest of this distance, but yeah, we should be good. So I forgot to type to the world. Alright, we have made it to the town of Draelus, and it is a small oceanfront town, it appears. But there's a trader here, so we'll take it. We will take it. Let's see what you got for us. No recipes. I kind of wish they had a chance to have better recipes. That'd be cool. They could be expensive. They can even be more expensive, I'd say, than like normal trading, like player-to-player trading. I'd still be fine by me. That'd be 100% fine. Just a way that you can access 2,500 coins. Don't mind if I do, buckaroo. Take that. We will take that. And then, what am I going to give him for it? Let's see. Let's see. I'm not sure if I need these bags anymore. So those can go away. Might be a big mistake. Who knows? Not me right now. It looks like we were in the mine, too. I can't remember what we were doing. Wow, these are a lot of sharp fangs. Okay. Soft wool, thick leather. 43 bottles. Yeah, I was picking them up from that one dungeon, I remember. Need those bottles for potions. I can sell these hand wraps as well, I believe. 1,500. I just don't need them. You know? This is another 964. Wow. It sells for 1,900? Guess that crit power and that stealth is like really helpful, huh? Should probably keep that around. Just like the stun resist. Yeah, this doesn't give me stun resist. And this actually has more armor, funnily enough. Let's see. Take that as well. Let's see. Some scales. Yeah, dude. I went over a couple, but it's fine. Thank you for trading with me. Thank you for your coins, brother. Thank you for those coins. Booyah. Let's see what we got here. We can make some more collars. Pretty sure it's just iron ingots, yeah. Mother strips. Let's make it. Because whatever pets we tame are gonna die. Eventually. Right? They're gonna die. And they might even go away upon logging out. Which would be interesting to see if they don't. Let's see. I got 2 sapphire rings already. I have everything steel, right? Boots. No. Yep. Okay. Crafting bench. Salvaging units. Sweet again, salvage. Oh, very interesting. I forgot you can do this. Yeah, you can get bamboo from that. Leather from this. Yeah, very interesting. I like that a lot. Because there comes a certain point in the game where people, like bosses, they drop like certain T4 stuff. What is that over there? Certain T4 items, and you kind of, you know, are over it in the sense of just getting like orichalcum, like axes and things of that nature, because you will get a bunch once you start farming. And because of that, you'd probably want to break them down into ingots to then sell to players. Because players prefer ingots typically. Although I'm not sure how true that is anymore, because I mean, I've never even seen an orichalcum recipe, so there's that. And let's see, I'm really trying to find... I want to craft the freaking goddamn sword hilt. Sword hill, wood, logs. Oh, it doesn't take this one? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Oh, I was like, listen, dude, I know I got some freaking stuff, alright? That cobalt recipe is what's gonna be next for me. For sure. Anvil, hammerhead. What happens when I do this? Oh, so is that a way to get around it? So long tusk makes a maul. Okay. Let's see what. So this is kind of like what I was talking about. I was getting like caught up in this whole system just because this is I really enjoy this system. But basically, so these long tusks, let me expand. No, not list mode. Sort by name. Thank you. So, okay. Strong pincer is another one. So it says has, at the bottom of that description there, it says has power enhancing effects when crafting weapons. So just as you guys saw with that long tusk, I was able, same thing with these strong pincers here. I'm able to put this, oh, I don't know why there's soft wool in here, but I'm able to put the strong pincer in this slot, and then I'm able to put where is it at? Right here, steel. You get here, and it creates a different great mace, right? So this is kind of what I'm talking about with these different pincers here, and I kind of want to make a great mace head. But I'm wondering if you can turn that into. We'll see. You might be drawing. We'll see. So we made 2 great mace heads, because I want to do that dual mace, those dual maces. I think that'll be very cool. This is the scale set that we never made because it's just not as good as the steel. Just to tell you the truth, it's just not. It's a good like T2, I guess, set, but if you're able to get steel, I would get steel, just personally. Because really, like, what is this? The stealth? Crit power and stealth? I think it's cool for range. If you're not going to be, like, you know, in melee range. But if you're looking for armor and you're kind of like soloing like I am, if you're going to be at range cheesing anyways, it's going to take, It's just, all you're doing is, you know, lowering the time it's gonna take. I need wooden logs, that's what I need. Lowering the time it's gonna take in order to do that, that thing. That boss or whatever it is you're trying to cheese, you know what I mean? So, that's not that important to me because I got all day and I can cut in these videos, so. You guys don't have to watch it, and I don't even mind. I don't know. Just don't mind. Who is this? This Veloren Server just fucking destroyed this dude. How funny. It is dark. It's dark outside. But normally you find these logs next to trees and stuff. I thought I was able to, I mean, you really can find them relatively easily, but I mean, you find twigs a lot more. I know for a fact I've thrown these away before. Just because I thought I was able to get them, oh, relatively easily like that. Okay, I need 2 though, unfortunately, because if I am to make 2 hammers, I would need 2 weapon shafts or whatever. I'm not even sure if this is gonna make a freaking, what's it called? A freaking, is that an enemy hitting me? Trying to shoot me? Hardwood log, nice. Not a regular log though. What's happening? I'm hearing it. Oh, there it is. I think Dreadwolves potentially drop logs as well. Hardwood logs. Okay, not bad. Looking for another regular schmegular rod. And it might take all day. Alright, well, I took some time and tried to find another log. I could not. So we got 1 log. Here's what it is. We will do short hammer. Now I go to the anvil and then iron fist. Oh, for some reason I thought this was a weapon. How funny. Where? Oh, crafting bench. So we got the axe head. Let's go ahead and drag this over. And then we also have, or not the axe head, the great mace. Short hammer staff. Short hammer. Oh. Maybe the short hammer doesn't. Damn. I'm gonna assume that the great mace head does not fit on to the short hammer staff. Damn. That's a little bit disappointing, considering that was, well, I guess I can make a shovel and go dig up that grave that I just saw that I cut. Sick. Okay, let's go do that. Let's go dig up this grave real quick and then we'll call it an episode. But yeah, it's good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. It is very, very good to be back. Hopefully we get back to a video a day. I mean, I would love that. Maybe even 2 videos a day sometimes if I'm feeling spicy. But yeah, my semester of school started back up as well in between the time that I was gone. So I got that to focus on as well now, but that is not going to deter me from putting out videos consistently. If anything, I mean, it'll only motivate me. So I'll get my regular work done first, meaning record, edit, upload. like, comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. And then I will be a student afterwards. Student of the game, you know what I mean? I really can't find this grave. I was kind of just doing that to see if I can actually, like... No, you can't. Mine to the ground. It was somewhere over here. Like, if I could find... Oh, here it is. Yep. Stake it up. Amethyst, huh? That's kind of messed up, dude. That is messed up. I just took up somebody's grave. That's crazy. But this is also like a great thumbnail picture. Oh man, let me get in close, real close. Very nice. Cool. So, well, if you guys, what the hell is that even? That's kind of sus looking. Sus grave. Well, if you guys enjoyed that video, be on the lookout for the next one, and we are going to conclude this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.